Hello, everyone. This is Marcus from Jammin, and this is our August 2022 show and tell. So every month we meet up on usually second to last Saturday of the month, and we come to share what we've been working on, get some feedback, of course, and give feedback on all the cool projects in the Caribbean. And the format is that every person has 5 minutes to go, and we try to cap around 3 minutes of questions and comments and feedback. So I actually think in this time I'll be kicking it off with some of the little things that I've been working on, and I don't know. Would I really do a sneak preview? Well, at least something. Yeah. Well, no sneak previews yet. That's for the next show and tell. Some of the couple of small things I've been working on when it comes to I guess Godot and everything nice. So yeah, so let me kick off and share the screen. And I guess Jamil, you want to keep me in for 5 minutes? Although I don't think I'll take that long.
Yep, I'll do that.
Awesome. All right, let's go. So I've been doing more 3D work these days generally, and of course the first thing you'll do is the actual tutorial for it, and this is Godot, and the Godot 3D tutorial is pretty much the same as the 2D tutorial, and I think that's freaking excellent because it just kind of solidifies that the gap between 2D and 3D is nothing really. It's actually not that huge. This kind of maths and everything, but it's a simple game. It's actually not that huge. Jeez. That's super loud, so I won't play it. But the idea of just getting all the models and stuff, and this kind of code was so easy. I've been really doing some work in Unity and 3D, and it's just kind of refreshing to see how one is kind of cool. Once you do 3D in one engine, it's a lot easier to learn new concepts in another engine because it's kind of the same. And seeing the similarities and just seeing how similar Godot 2D is to 3D is actually really promising. So the code and the structure is really nice. And I think probably the more fun thing I did may have been this really super quick tutorial on I got a 3D tutorial with space stuff, and it just how easy it is to move around the player and spawn enemies and these kind of things. And yeah, this is such a decent base because all the little models here and stuff is something I could do in Blender at this point, or Magic or Voxel or something else, and you just kind of get these things. And this thing took probably 15 minutes to do following the tutorial. So I was damn, for a free engine that people say can't do 3D, actually it's probably one of the easiest places to start 3D. And of course, I don't like tutorial to be in tutorial heaven. Everything I do, I try to at some point do my own things, but I'll probably not share that yet, what I'm working on next, and which is going to be our next 3D project in Godot, but it's going to be more towards the games I like to play, adventure, JRPG kind of thing. So that's my next active project. And yeah, next month you'll see, hopefully. And that's it for me. Let's just share some Godot love.
Yeah.
Looks cool.
Yeah. Really
Couldn't you?
Mostly for 2D. So, especially seeing how good it was running just now, knowing that it could be just as good for 3D as Unity is very refreshing. Very, very refreshing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not making a AAA game, so my 3D needs are chilled. So yeah, it's completely fine. It's completely fine. I'm not trying to compete with Unreal, and yeah, it's really cool for voxel art and low poly Blender stuff. It's really cool. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Oh, I think I heard something, but I wasn't too sure if I could hear it.
Yeah, I don't think. Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
I was just mentioning how
I wanted to see more of the project. You said it was too loud, but we didn't hear anything on our side, so it's more like...
Sorry. It was killing me for sure. At the very least, I was dying. I was like, okay, I can't play this. I'm so sorry. I'll definitely put up a small little video clip of it, like a little project I've been doing since. And yeah, I'll put that in and share that with you guys. But it's honestly, I think even you would like to do as well, Denise, because they have a very simple system for designing software, like scenes and nodes. There's nested trees of different types of functions and data, and everything scales out very nicely with that. So I think even Jamil, you too, who you do a lot more Unity, you'll be amazed how easy 3D is with Godot. But yeah.
You judge on that.
you trust me, you'll be surprised how easy it is, I think Unity is a lot better working in 3D than 2D. You can tell that's how the engine was really made for, and it actually is really nice 3D wise. It's a good engine, but you'll be surprised how easy it is. It's seamless. It's freaking seamless. I'm a bigger Godot groupie than I was before, so I don't know how, but yeah. And that's it for me. I want to keep some secret stuff for you guys later.
I'm excited.
Nice.
I think let's keep it going.
Certainly.
Oh, sorry. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. Let's go with CD. CD, go ahead. I think you came on next.
Yes. So before I start, I'm just gonna give you a little bit of a backstory behind the game. So there's a series that me and a couple of my friends are love a lot. I don't know if you guys know of this series by Capcom known as Mega Man. They have an RPG.
That got me into computer science, man. That literally got me into this entire field of being a nerd. Yes.
Perfect.
Mega Man X and Battle Network, man. Continue. Sorry, I'll stop.
Battle Network specifically. I'm glad you mentioned it. Battle Network specifically. Yes. It's a series of RPG games which are very active in using resources that you have disposed. You level up your character so and so, and each battle is set up like a puzzle in which you have to use the resources you put in place beforehand in order to execute plans down the line and win a battle. Me and my friends thought this sounds a lot like it could fit in Dungeons and Dragons sort of rule set, where you roll dice, where you take turns and you move around, and you have different turn lists depending on the different aspects of the game, trying to add D&D rules to it. So we've been working on applying that to this game, Battle Network. We actually later found out down the line that there was already one made, a set of rule sets which apply sort of D&D to it, but we found it lacking. The actual gameplay for it was boring. This is more about just role playing it and saying oh, my character does this. We didn't like that, so we started to make a battle simulation for it using what we normally use to play D&D, which is Roll20. In Roll20, you have a chat here, which your character, when it's its turn, you could do whatever actions, you could do whatever, and the Roll20 will automatically roll everything for you. You can move around your characters, you could set things up, it makes playing D&D a lot easier. But as we started developing the rules more and more, where we never mind this, we were just practicing on some stuff. As we started setting up the rules more and more, we noticed there was a lot of tedium to it, a lot of aspects which are just you just have to read and say what happens. A lot of it isn't automatically rolled. You have to type up a lot of stuff out before every single turn, and it was just boring and starting to get very tedious. My next project is, after working out and continuing with balancing what we worked out so far, including all these chips, a whole bunch of different elements to the game, movements, how you level up and sort of stuff. After we finish balance that, I want to work towards digitizing this and making it into a website in which a lot of it will be automated. A lot of the gameplay, moving around your character, seeing when turns are coming up, All of that is automated because still, with how the rule set is currently, there has to be a DM, a specific character, a specific person who's just checking in, making sure everything's up to par, making sure everyone has the right amount of resources they have. They're not overabusing the rules, making sure everything's going well. Making it that each time someone plays, there has to be at least 3 people there, which doesn't help because one person's not playing. That's my next plan. I won't be able to start working on it by this week or next week, however, as school has been keeping me busy. But hopefully down the line, after 2 weeks, I could show you first prototypes of everything working out properly and how things will be. Yeah.
Wow.
That's really cool, man. That's really cool.
I think specifically like this genre is like I've never gotten the time to invest myself into this because as you can see it's a lot of reading and learning and all those things, so I never got the time. So the fact that you can actually make these things as well, that's really impressive.
It's collaborative effort. I could just say it like that. It's a collaborative effort.
Despite that, collaborating and creating these things, this is really cool. I don't understand any of it. I think I understand what you have to go through now that you want the computer or the server to be the DM, because I think there's a main person that controls everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the way how you're gonna tackle that would be in itself something to probably figure out and learn more about or whatnot. But
yeah,
interested to see how that goes.
It's a very expansive game, so we're constantly adding things. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of work just like adding in all the stuff we've already made. There's a lot of different rules and mechanics and like interactions and stuff that has to be worked out. Yeah. And when it actually is made, it'll seem less like D&D and more like a turn-based RPG. That's how it'll be.
Like there's never enough turn-based RPGs in the world. Mm-hmm. There's just not enough time to play them all. But that's
sounds great. It'll be interesting how you'd make the server the authorities. Is it gonna be like peer-to-peer or is it gonna be server?
It's gonna have to be peer-to-peer. That's gonna be a lot of.
And what tools are you using? React or anything like that? I see a lot of pop-up windows.
And currently there is a free there's something known as Tango, which people have been using for Battle Network to kind of like simulate peer-to-peer rollback. I'm going to look into how they implemented that towards the actual like Battle Network games and see if I could apply that to the game itself. So it'll be it'll be people load up the game on their browsers, send a code to each other, and which will allow each other to connect and link to each other. And from there, they'll be able to play against each other.
And what or who decides where the authoritative DM is hosted on or from?
That will have to be the person starting up the server.
Okay,
so when you enter in the code and you press play, that'll open up a server on that person's computer, in which will be available for other people using the browser to find.
Cool. Gotcha.
Sadly, I wish I could actually show you stuff of the coding and program variety, but none of that has been done or even started. And so far, it's just been in its design phases. This is all just design phases so far. Thank you for listening.
I like how different it is as well. I feel like it's good to see a variety of projects and interests and everything like that too. So I'm pretty curious to see how it works out. I actually never got into D&D, and not because of lack of will, but like seeing video games actually try to replicate it too has been like an interesting transition. And I think an indie game last year did a really good job at it too. And yeah, just like, yeah, I'm really curious to see how you actually get that and how newcomers like me and fans will actually be like that. But I'm sorry for rambling and stuff. My part. I'll stay quiet. I'll stay quiet. The show must go on. Sorry. I think Jamil. Yeah. So yeah, Jamil. Yeah, I think you were up. So take it away, man.
All right. Hello, everyone. Good night. So, projects. We all find it really hard to stand them up, especially if it's kind of big, kind of daunting. I don't know how it happened, but it's like yesterday, I just got a certain burst of energy to be able to do a lot of video editing. So I thought, you know what? We'll just start with something small, something familiar. So as is similarly tradition, I remade the Jammin montage for 2022. And
you didn't remake it, you made a brand new one. You know, give yourself credit. Well, give yourself full credit, man.
I did kind of rip off. I unintentionally put all the games in the same order as you. So, that kind of.
That's so good.
But anyways, enjoy the show.
Suddenly, a wild's laughing at the
Okay, so I'll tell you something about Nintendo and copyright, but please continue your presentation.
What?
Actually, Nintendo will tell you something about Nintendo and copyright, but you continue.
I just want. That was the only sound that I had that just sounded like it would fit right.
It fits perfectly.
Yeah. Alright, so that's basically the end of my presentation. We can move on.
Before that, how much time does it take you to actually do like a video like that? How much, do you know the hours it takes to actually make a video?
This one surprisingly took faster. It took me 5 hours to make this one. While for the last montage, it was twice as long, so I think it was like almost 12 hours of editing.
And you use DaVinci Resolve, right? Oh, sorry.
No, actually use Video Pad. The DaVinci Resolve. My PC could run it, but very laggy. So I had to use something more lightweight. I stick to Video Pad for the time being.
Nice. Sorry, Denija, I didn't mean to cut you off.
It's okay. No, just watching everything had me feeling. It's very unfortunate that I missed it. And sadly too, I wasn't able to play any of the games, so I'm seeing some of them for the first time. I like Slime Quest. No bias again or hate towards any of the other games that I saw. But it
won.
Still style. Oh,
That's one man.
Sorry. Yeah, it was. I liked it. Just that small little clip, just bouncing around and stuff. It looked cool. I actually want to play this game.
It's good. I got to mention that too. This is for later, but it's at the end of the presentation. I'll see something cool to you guys regarding Slime Quest and stuff, and the winner for it. But anyway, that's that's at the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll make sure to remind you.
Yeah, I guess. Actually, Denija, you're up. Yeah, you're up next.
Yep,
I am.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so small synopsis before I begin. My plans were to work on game engine this holidays and stuff. Got those plans foiled. Had a lot of internships, and then in my free time, instead of like playing games or watching anime like I planned, I participated in hackathons. So I'm just gonna quickly show what I made in July. I think I sent a video.
So sorry to intervene. I was like, guys, I was trying to make a game engine, but I got money instead. You know, I'm really sorry, guys. I'm really suffering here. Like, oh my goodness. Just making that paper, you know. But all right. Let me show you what I did. I'm like, nice try, Denija. Nice try.
he's on grind.
To do some stuff. Yeah, so I participated in some hackathons. Now the hackathons at Hashnode, that's different than a normal hackathon. Well, I don't know what a normal hackathon is, but in this one they give you a topic. You have to build a software using this tool or this VPS or this database that they partner with, and then the staff at Hashnode as well as the staff at that company rate it. So the one I created in July is called 10-minute endpoint. The rules were we just needed to use a software called Linode, which provides services to deploy applications. It's it was free per month for like 2 months, and then it's $5 per month, or well, the price scales as well, just like any other hosting the VPS provider like DigitalOcean. So this one, at the point in time in my internship, I really needed to log some requests, because these requests were sent directly from one service to the other service, and there was no way for us to be able to test whether the request was correct. So 10-minute endpoint, it gives you a temporary endpoint you can use, and then you kind of go to the first service and say, send all your requests to this area, and then you'll be able to monitor what it is. So you get to copy that to your clipboard and paste it wherever you want. As a small demonstration, I have a fetch request right here, where you can just send a fetch to the endpoint. It's a post request, and you can send whatever data you'd like. And then when you send that fetch request, you can see it actually pops up here. I can turn that into a get request as well. And it'll appear as a get request. So when the services send any request within those 10 minutes, you can expand to see all the details, see all the query data that was sent, all the body data that was sent. And so it's kind of like testing out any webhooks that you have to create. So this is useful for developers. If I could, like, if you're creating a multiplayer game and you're gonna send some stuff to the server, if you want to test it out, probably you can log it, but if you're unable to, you can use something like this. So this is what I created in July. How much time do I have left? Because I
was keeping time. You have 2 minutes left.
Okay, I'll run through the other one. The one I made in August. The one I made in August is this one called Project Tree. Yeah, I kind of was too lazy to create my portfolio, so I decided to create a portfolio maker. So you just enter all the details and create, generate, or publish, and it'll generate a portfolio for you. This time I was kind of having trouble logging back into my account, because as you can see, user@example.com, so there's a lot of testing accounts and I can't find them. So I just have this one from scratch here, where you can see it kind of publishes or generates into this, and that's because I use a standard theme. You could choose any one of these variants and save that, and then if you refresh the page, it's adopted. So the aim of this, well, I want more themes and variants so people could have some like cool, unique designs. It's pre-built templates. You just add in your information and it generates it for you. You could either host it on the Project Tree website itself, or you can generate it and download it to your computer and host it elsewhere. Limitations here, I worked on the front end. I created my own front end library. I didn't want to use React or Svelte or anything, so I created my own client library. Another developer worked on the back end, which they use Python and stuff, but many of the things I want, we can no longer work on it. So right now I'm rewriting this in my own language in Node.js, so that I'll be able to expand on plenty of these things. So these are the two things I had been working on. I also have a video on Project Tree. I think I posted it as well that you can check out. But yeah, these are the two hackathons I worked on. The 10-minute endpoint one, I was able to win 500 US. The results for the Project Tree hackathon hasn't been out yet, but there were so many good ones that I'm not sure I'd actually win this time around. So those are the two things I worked on aside from the internship. Any questions?
Again, guys, I'm so sorry I couldn't work on my game engine while I was making that paper. You know, just making that 500 US. You know, congratulations, by the way, again. It's actually really cool to see the request logger in action, as opposed to like just reading it. I mean, it's very clear. You're a good writer. It was really cool to like actually have that demo and be like, oh, this is actually awesome. And there are a lot of testing tools and stuff I can see that being useful and you know, like a lot of things like as a developer in my day to day, a lot of things I do is try to improve logging and try to get metrics and stuff so that we could visualize what's happening in the system and not just assume or look at the code, but to see from outside, you know, what it was happening. So like, yeah. That's actually really cool to see. And I mean, I like how I know you're not trying to brag, but it's like I couldn't be bothered to make a portfolio, so I created a portfolio maker. I'm like, all right, Mr. Humble, all right. But that's actually really cool though. It was really cool. It was really cool.
I mean, it would be convenient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, honestly, I've been trying to make a portfolio to show my website. I've been really trying to make a portfolio to show my website since 2020, and that has never happened. But when I finished 10-minute endpoints, I realized, okay, I have 10-minute endpoint, I have Flavor, a game engine, I have my own website. I need to start putting these things somewhere because I'm creating different things, and that's how I got the idea to actually make something, to show something. So at least in this Project Tree, you can see the last few things I worked on: Flavor Editor, 10-minute endpoints, and Project Tree. So I have big plans for this as well. Yeah, such as the homepage showing a bunch of projects. Thank you.
That's super cool. I would admit that was really cool. Yeah. I know. Again, I actually really like the diversity of projects we have as well. It's actually really, really cool to see all these different things. I know, Jesse, you came in. I don't know if do you want to present anything? Okay, no, okay. I saw your message.
No, not today. I have a few things working it, but it's not ready. So not today. But next time.
No worries. Yeah, no worries. We hope you could post updates as well, and we hope to see you there. And definitely looking forward to what you have for us later.
Of course.
That's
yes,
awesome.
of course.
And yeah, I think right as we kind of wrapped up, good work, team. That was really cool. One thing I'll say is that the winner from Jammin. So there was from the 3 prizes, the second place got it, the first place got the credit and a course on game dev TV. That's like they do a lot of game dev courses online, and they got like a free Unity course there. Because of time, the other part of the gift could have been another course or a ticket to the Game Devs of Color conference. So Game Devs of Color conference is held in New York, but also online. And it's like, as of color in the US is like, people of color in the US is just people for us in the Caribbean. So like people who look like us with American accents, they have a conference for game devs. It's actually really good, regardless of like racial ethnic things. It's just like a really good game dev conference. And what he agreed that it's fine for someone else to get that prize. So I was like, okay, cool. Haven't decided the exact criteria yet, but I'm thinking maybe along art and programming, I might do like a small kind of little mini competition or some kind of random pot prize or something like that, where I'll give away 2 game dev tickets. So Jammin will give 2 game dev or color tickets so that you can at least participate in the online conference on the September 15th, I believe, the 17th or something. It's in mid-September. I think it's like 15th, like 15th, 16th, 17th or something, or 16th, 17th, 18th. So like definitely around that time, there'll be two tickets to be given away for the Game Devs of Color conference, and the criteria for that will be posted shortly. And yeah, that's so big up the prize winner for relinquishing his prize for the greater good.
Yeah, wonderful.
And yeah.
I feel like
yeah,
the
definitely.
competition is a good idea. The competition to get these 2 prizes should be all of those who never got to submit a game, make a game.
Whoa. Okay, whoa.
That might, that might be a little bit ambitious, but
we might keep it simpler. But like, yeah, no, like because it's a game dev thing, like obviously making a game is a cool thing. But we like have a couple of consultations. We're exploring some things. We also don't want to be like a time suck as well. We know people are going back to school as well, and like although this is a nice part of school time where it's not too hectic at the first 2 weeks of the seat before they hit you the swarm of all the coursework and midterms to prepare for. We also don't want to be mean to people going back in the environment, especially as people are kind of going back physically. So we're trying and get a decent balance of not too time consuming, but kind of fun and around what we do in this community. So like, yeah. We'll have some details about that probably early next week. So yeah. And that's it for show and tell and announcements. Thanks again for coming. For those who are not able to make it, we hope you enjoyed the recording, and we'd love to see you in the server, sharing your stuff as well, and definitely spread the word. And see everyone till next month.
Almost the end
See you
of the
next month.
Right.